Right guys, welcome back to our channel. If you guys like our content, don't forget like, share, follow, subscribe, and do all those great, amazing, wonderful things. Right, I thought, let me introduce you to my family. And there is some of the ladies behind. I'll introduce you to them one at a time so you guys get to meet each one of the ladies. Okay, let's start off with the old school. I have this is a black powder inline rifle. This is a 50 cal, if I remember right. Yeah, so 50 cal muzzle loader rifle. Okay, to tell you the truth, I haven't even shot these things yet, but I do have two of them. So let me show you the other lady. Okay, here is again another 50 cal. This is also a 50 cal or 0.54 cal actually, muzzle loader as well. I'm not very good at muzzle loading. I'm still learning. I do have a revolver as well that is a muzzle loader as well, somewhere. But anyways, these are most of the ladies that I've tried. Anyway, so let's talk about the next one. This is my 38 Rossi lever. We did a video on it maybe a year ago, where we sanded it down, we recoated the wood, and we put it back together. As you can see from my hands, I've already rubbed off all that stain that I put on here. But she is a beautiful rifle. She does shoot great. 357 and 38 special lever action. Very nice little gun. Probably one of my favorites to play with, although I don't really play with her very often. Strange, right? Anyways, let's get to the next one. This one is actually one that I bought for my son. This is a 1936 Remington Arms .22 pump action. It is exactly the same copy as a shotgun, basically, but just chambered in .22. It is very old, and if you look carefully, it has some bulges in the barrel. Obviously, the guy that I found it at an old auction house. Yeah, sorry, .22, right? Okay. This is our CBC .22 bolt action rifle. Now, all the guns that you see are unloaded. Some of them just got a mag in them, just for demonstration purposes. So don't panic, okay? .22 CBC. I threw on an old Link scope that I had laying in a cupboard because the scope I had on here broke at one point. But this thing runs beautifully. Nothing wrong with her. She is absolutely great. True and honest. I do have a silencer for her. She is threaded. So really great gun. If any of you guys have ever done any basic competency training with me, you will use some of these guns because they are registered to the training center, but they are still my guns, right? I look after them. They're my girls. I use them. Okay. Nonetheless, this is the next lady that we're going to talk about. This is my Howler 1500 with a Boyd stock, Nikon Sterling scope, Warrior silencer. It is a bull barrel and it is chambered in 308. This is my hunting rifle. This lady I love. I wish I got to shoot her more often, but I don't, because I literally go out when I go hunting once or twice a year if I get that, and I shoot 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, and then I'm done. Then that's all she does, and then we go clean her, put her back in the safe until the next year. So this rifle, I really do love her. She is amazing. The only problem is she's heavy and she's built for long range. So she's not built for bush warfare. This is close, long range shooting. The furthest I've ever taken her out was 700 meters. But anything from 300 is where she kind of starts, 300 meters. And she is a great rifle. Really do love her. One of my favorites. Anyways, let's move on. The scope on that rifle is a Nikon Sterling, what is it? 4 to 14 or 4 to 15 by 50 lens Paramex scope. I like Nikon sterling. They're good quality stuff. I mean, a lot of guys don't like it because they're underrated, but I've never had an issue with it. And that gun I've dropped, I've dropped it a few times and she's still on. I mean, I'm still surprised that it still works. Anyways, let's get to some fun stuff. Right, we all know the Glock 19, the Gen 3, right? We used to have a sister of her, the Glock 17. Obviously, she's got a torch on it. Holliston red dot. It's a 407K. Torch is a Enforce, 200 lumens, I think it is. Glock, so Glock 19 Gen 3, nothing fancy. Obviously I did the slide, and the only reason why I did the slide was, maybe you guys can see it in the picture, in the video, but she started getting pitting just here, and that was from carrying her every day, so she got a bit of rust on her. Okay, right, on to the next guy in the Glock family. Actually, I do have more Glocks, I just realized that. But nonetheless, let's talk about these ones, right? So this is a Glock 44, this is a Glock 22, sorry. This is a Glock 22, chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. This is a Gen 2 Glock 22, right? Gen 2. The reason why I paint the mags red is because mags from a 9mm will fit in here. And they'll fit fine. Like they plug and they play. But the problem is the rounds will just fall out the barrel, okay? Because 40 Smith & Wesson is a lot bigger than a 9mm. Very, very nice little gun. 40 does have a little bit more kick than a 9mm, surprisingly. But anyways, that's the 40, right? It's the 22. Then, as you know, we have the Canik MC9 Prime. Again, we've got the Zerotech multi-reticle red dot. We've got the Olight PL Mini 3 on the front, standard, otherwise across the board. But really love this little girl. She does do fantastic. As you guys would have seen, I've done a video on the Prime before, so go look at the other video, you can see more. Then, for shits and giggles, I have a Star Starlet. A little Star Starlet, right? Chambered in 25 ACP, 635. Okay, that's what I chambered in. And in fact, I've got some hollow points here that are for the little 65. So, I mean, amazing. Only carries 8 in around, 8 in a mag, but great little pistol. Fun to shoot, but very expensive. So I keep it as a backup, right? But there she is. Okay. Right, then we go on to shits and giggles. This is a Norinco .22 with a silencer. So she carries 10 rounds in a mag. She's got a nice long mag, 10 round magazine. Norinco .22 pistol with a silencer. I mean, have you ever? But for shits and giggles, why not? Hooray for fucking silence. Shh, I didn't say that. Anyways. Yeah, just a cool little gun, right? Just cool little gun. Anyways, let's move on. You guys might have seen this one before in one of the videos. This is the BXP. BXP. I love this thing. It's basically South African's version of a Uzi. She is very heavy. She carries 30 rounds in a mag. 30 round mag stick. Accurate, somewhat. Doesn't like to be run slowly. Only likes it fast. Got no recoil. It's too big and heavy. I mean, it really bulky. It's a big chunk of steel on this thing. But I really do love this thing. And I quite haven't decided what to do with it yet. There were thoughts in my head about putting a silencer on the front of her and then having a piece of aluminium machine to fit into here so that I can still have the iron sights if I wanted, but also putting a red dot on the top. I thought it would make it a lot more fun to shoot. And obviously I've got to fix some small things. She's an old gun, so I wanted to fix, there's a place here for a lanyard that broke off. Obviously just have that repaired and then put back and then give her a new coat of love. But I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with her yet. So for now, she's just sitting here looking pretty. Okay, and then on to the next. The next one you might have seen as well in one of the videos. This is a ATAC Carn Arms 12 gauge pump action shotgun. Okay, We use this in the training center a lot. Works like a bomb. Turkish made gun, 7 in the tube, 1 up, so 7 plus 1. Hasn't given us grief really, and we've abused the cuck out of her. But good little shotty, nothing wrong with her, works great. I really do like her, although I'm not a big fan of a shotgun. Right, next one that we've got is the girl that I do like. This is a semi-auto 12 gauge tube fed hand grip. Now, these are basically a copy of a Beretta 13L1, a little bit heavier, but it is also made in Turkey. Has a really nice little fiber sight, 7 plus 1, same as the other one. But I really do like these. I mean, when these came out, they were quite cheap, and I bought one, and I don't regret my decision. I love this gun. It works hard, and I've used it from doing clay pigeon, to shooting pigeons out the sky, to shooting targets and whatever else, and she works beautifully. I really do love using my semi-auto shotgun, because I'm not really a big fan of a pump action, but this one I like. And I like a standard tube fed pump action. I don't like the box fed. I see the box fed give a lot of problems, but maybe they're getting better as they come along in the industry, but when they first started, the box feds were terrible. Anyways, let's move on. This is a GSG. These are made in Germany, okay? So basically an MP5 copy, chambered in .22. This one I put a little red dot on it. She is actually currently broken at the moment because I need to replace the firing pin. So I have to get a new firing pin made for her because she is giving us light strikes ever so often. So the firing pin is a bit worn down. Obviously a little bit of maintenance needs to be done, but otherwise she is a great little rifle, right? It's lots of fun to play with, the GSG. So she is actually currently out of working condition because she needs a little firing pin. So a little bit of TLC on this one, but she'll be back to normal soon. GSG, love this little lady. Anyways, let's move on. As you guys know, this is my AR-15. This is the Smith & Wesson Sport 2. This is the optic ready one, so it's got the lower gas block. Obviously I put a pop-up sights and I put the Nikon Sterling 1x25 red dots on the top. She's stock standard. The only thing that I changed is I changed out the rear stock, the adjustable stock. I just swapped this one out. This has got adjustable cheek rest and a nice bit of pad. Other than that, she's stock standard. I haven't changed anything on her. Run her, love her. She is really accurate. This one, as you guys may know, I call her Jenny, right? Jennifer Anderson. This is the lady that you take home to visit mommy, okay? But she is a great weapon. Guys often ask me, what's better, Dave, an A or an AK? And my answer is both. You can have both. Anyways, so this is Jenny, right? And then this is the last girlfriend. This is AJ, the AK, the Angelina Jolie of firearms. Save the best for last, they always say, right? So she is a Norenko Type 56, chambered in 7.62 by 39, carries 30 rounds in a mag. They used to have a Picatinny, not a Picatinny, pig sticker, what do you call those things? Bayonet on the front. I took it off because I didn't like it. And in fact, the manual said pig sticker. And when I bought her, she was wood all the way through. So I've customized her to make her suit my needs. So I've got a steel folding stock on her. I've got the bigger grip, pistol grip on it. I've changed it to the plastic forend. Done a little bit of work on the internals, not drastically. She just runs a lot smoother than most of them. And obviously the front sight, I changed it out to a thinner blade sight that you can get. So, I mean, she's really, really tiny on the front sight. So that's what I wanted, right? So that it's more accurate. But this is my lady, right? I love this girl. Anyways, so that's the family, guys. I hope you enjoyed all my ladies. Let us know in the comments which ones are your favorites, right? Obviously, you got your own little favorites in the collection of ladies that we have here. There is a few that are missing, which I seem to have forgotten about. There's another Glock 19 and there's a Glock 44 and a revolver, I think. But it's a black powder revolver, so nothing really to write home about. Anyways, that's some of the ladies that are missing, but otherwise everybody is here. And we kind of ran out of space. This table is just full of all the ladies. Guys, if you like our content, don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, my name is Dave from Training and Tactics. I hope to see you guys again. Ciao for now.